right, so Katie here needs our help with a War of the Roses. Kristen, what exactly is War of the Roses?
So War of the Roses is all part of our To Catch a Cheater franchise. We have a franchise now.
We're calling it a franchise?
Yes, because we have Tinder Takedown, we have Instagram Scam, we have Hinge Hunters, we have Busted on Bumble. But War of the Roses.
All the love.
Oh, yes.
Gotcha on Grindr. Can't forget about that one.
Thank you. War of the Roses is the OG, though. And so if you think somebody is cheating, you hit us up. We send them a fake email about a fake florist. We give them some flowers to send to somebody. And if they bite, they send flowers to somebody. And hopefully they send flowers to the person they're in a relationship with and not the person that they're supposedly cheating with.
All right, Katie here, our listener, Katie, thinks that her stepdad might be messing around. This is dangerous territory. Hey, Katie, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so it's your stepdad? You want to get your hands dirty in this thing?
Y'all, of course, no, I don't. But also, I can't just sit here and do nothing, okay? I promise you, just tell me I'm not meddling. Promise me, please. But, if you had a parent and you thought that they were getting cheated on, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't I what?
Tell them?
Intervene.
Would I intervene?
Intervene? Wouldn't you intervene and try to figure out so that way your mom isn't completely distraught and destroyed?
Mo, you got a stepdad. And you got a mom.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah?
I don't think so.
Really?
Not my business.
Now, if you knew for sure, if you ended up somewhere and you saw, him macking down on somebody else, then you would tell your mom?
Honestly, probably not.
Really?
What? No, probably not.
Really? Why not?
I feel like it would probably more than likely be a situation where she forgives him anyway, and then now I'm like the odd one in the family going through a situation. Really? That's not my business. It's not my relationship.
I would have to clear my conscience on that. I could, if I saw it with my own eyes, I would not be able to hold that.
So you don't say anything to mom.
Exactly.
You don't say anything to mom, but would you say something to your stepdad?
No.
No? Okay.
You're staying out of it?
I'm staying out of it. Completely.
Really?
Yep.
It would be messy as get out. Katie, we're about to get real messy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what makes you think that he is messing around?
Okay, so my mom and stepdad have been together for 8 years, okay? And I've never been the biggest fan of him. He's fine. He's fine. I was never opposed to him, but he's just okay, all right? I didn't give him 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, all right? So he's also, been previously married like my mom and has 2 kids from that marriage. And I always thought that first marriage ended because they simply fell out of love. But I was at a bar a couple of months ago and ran into my stepsister, who was kind of drunk. I mean, she's always kind of drunk when she goes out. But anyways, she was mad at her dad over something stupid. And so she spilt the tea that her dad actually cheated on her mom, and that's why they got the divorce. Yeah.
Spicy.
So she texted me the next day freaking out, of course, being like, oh my God, please don't say anything, yada, yada. And I don't know. I was like, of course, fine. But then okay, a few months pass, and ever since knowing this information, I obviously can't help but just be a little paranoid. And my mom, we talk every day, and she just tells me things, and they just sink in differently now.
Oh, you're seeing things through a different lens.
Yeah, like she says, he's been going on more business trips lately, which I thought was never really a thing. And he joined a fancy gym, and he's been wearing this new cologne that she loves. And I'm just all things that probably would be fine if I didn't have this information. But now that I have this information, I'm just paranoid that he's actually cheating on her.
But you've never seen anything yourself outside of that would make you believe that it's actually happening to where you can feel like you have a smoking gun in your hand.
Correct.
I don't know. This is one I feel like I would need, like you're saying, the smoking gun. I'd need to see it with my own eyes, because this really, you talk about, is it meddling? Yeah, at this point, it probably is. Unless you see it with your own eyes, I'm saying this is meddling.
I know you told us not to say that, but it's meddling.
Yeah, it's meddling.
It's definitely meddling.
I mean, let's call it what it is. It's meddling for sure.
I also feel like unless I had a certain perception of my stepdad before I had that information, I wouldn't quite have I wouldn't feel so confident that he could be cheating unless I had specific feelings about him before. So even before you had that conversation with your stepsister, was there some shady feelings you had around your stepdad, or do you really just feel like you're paranoid?
No, I mean, like I said, I never was fully on. It's not that look, I want to be supportive of my mother. I want her to be happy, obviously, but there was something about him that made me feel like, he's fine. He's just fine. He's not amazing. He's just okay. And so, what is that gut feeling telling me?
Yeah, and we always say
I'm not
and
fully supporting her,
We always say on the show that you should trust your gut, so this is what you're doing. All right, so you asked us to send those flowers to the stepdad to turn around and see who he would go ahead and send those to. We do call that War of the Roses, and we did do that, and we got results for you. If you can hang out for just a couple of minutes, we'll tell you exactly what's up, okay?
All right, so we sent a fake promotional email to the email address Katie provided us for her stepdad. He was offered a free bouquet of flowers, able to choose from several options with pictures. In exchange, asked to share some promo codes for a percentage off of future orders. He was able to choose from the following bouquets. Autumn Spice. This bouquet is filled with warm colored blooms and twigs scented with cinnamon. Make her look forward to cozy nights by the fire with you as soon as the temperature starts to dip. It might not feel like it now, but cozy nights are right around the corner. Number 2, Spellbound. A dark and dramatic mix of black roses, queen of the night tulips, and maroon calla lilies. Have her thinking of those late nights when you have her complete attention. Wild and Free. This medley of wildflowers perfectly describes her spirit. Show her that you understand her soul and you'll never try to tame her. And lastly, Long-Stemmed Love. 24 long-stem red roses, the most classic way to tell your love that she's the only one for you. Katie, we sent the first email at 9:55 a.m. He did not respond. So we sent a second email again at 1:45 p.m. And we did end up getting an order from him at 3:06 p.m. He chose Spellbound. The dark and dramatic mix of black roses, queen of the night tulips, and maroon calla lilies. Have her thinking of those late nights when you have her complete attention.
I gotta be honest, I thought that was the ugliest one.
Yeah.
Black roses, maroon calla lilies, really?
Yeah, it's deep. That means that love is deep. He set delivery for Friday to a work address. And unfortunately, it is not your mom's place of work because he's sending them to a woman by the name of Connie.
It's okay, the flowers are ugly anyway.
So is Connie. So is Connie.
So is Connie.
Yeah, the name on the card he addressed it to was Connie.
Can you tell me the last name?
Well, we can't do that on air because of privacy reasons.
I've been texting with her this morning. Can I text it to her?
Do you think you know Connie?
All right.
Potentially, yeah.
Katie, you can text it to her. You just, once you get it, Katie, you just got to control yourself and not say the last name on the air if it's the Connie you're thinking it is.
All right.
All right, hold on a second. While you're doing that, Tommy. So while you're doing that, the note on the card said, "Hope these keep you company until our next weekend away from you know."
Oh, damn.
Ouch.
Damn.
All right, Katie, I'm texting you the last name and also the place of business. Don't say either when you get it. Hang on.
Okay.
How many people know two Connies in
All
their
right,
life?
sent.
Oh, is this 1975?
I don't think I know one Connie.
I don't know one.
Did you get it?
I got it. Oh my God.
That's not good.
That's my mom's best friend.
Shut the front door.
Oh, that Connie.
Ouch.
So,
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Oh, Katie, this is way messier than anticipated.
Okay.
Okay, with that info, let's go ahead and ask Mo the same question we asked him 10 minutes ago. That if he found out that the stepdad was messing on mom's, would you go to mom's? And Mo's like, no, I'm staying out of it. Even if he sees stepdad kissing somebody else in like a bar where everybody's getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
I feel like under normal circumstances, I'm not saying anything because I just always feel like when the people forgive each other and then now you look crazy in it, so I just mind my business. But in the case of where it was one of my parents' best friend, I'm 100% saying something.
This is such a monumental offense because you don't only now stress or maybe lose a husband, but you also lose a best friend, and that's a thing of value. So
Typically.
There are some times where these results come out and I try to figure out like, okay, there's got to be a 10% chance that blank, but this one here, man, this is pretty incriminating.
Yeah, I don't really want to give advice to cheaters, but if you're going to cheat, don't do it with their best friend. Are you stupid? Like, they're going to find out, and then when they do, it's going to hurt twice as much.
I feel like that happens more often now than it did before. Like, I'm seeing all kinds of like TikToks and Instagram reels of girls like busting their friends having hooked up with their
People
boyfriends.
are not really friends.
Yeah, and we didn't have TikTok and Instagram in the 80s, or it would have been just as bad. And the 90s, I think.
Maybe worse.
All right, Katie, sorry about that news. This is one of the few times it's worse than the worst case scenario. So, at least...
Okay, thanks for helping, you guys.
Yeah, that's the thanks that you say to the cop also when he gives you a traffic ticket. Hit us back in a couple of days if you can stomach it and tell us what's going on. Tell us if you talk to your mom or not, but I'm sorry you have to go through all this.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
The Bert Show.